All right, here we are, day 2. Just head out of the shelter. It's 8 o'clock. Got down to 27 last night. Wasn't too bad. Got a little bit of a climb here at a Gooch shelter. Climb up a little bit, then we'll descend down into Gooch Gap. So I'm gonna put my phone up so I can breathe. All right, here we are. We got through Gooch Gap. We're climbing out of Gooch Gap on our way to Woody Gap. I think we're gonna try to shoot to get to Lance Creek for lunch. Do lunch there, and then we'll push. Hopefully get to Neel Gap somewhere around 4-ish, and then we got resupply at Neel Gap. And after we do that, as long as we're done with all that by 5, we'll probably push another 1.5 miles or so. There's a little campsite past Neel Gap. We can camp there. That still should put us in by 6 o'clock, before 6. You know, something like we did yesterday. Here's our view right now. Just got a few little bumps we gotta hit before we kind of cruise down into Woody Gap. So shelter was good last night, no mice. There were just 4 of us in it. It's a double decker, so 3 people were in the top, and I had the whole bottom to myself. No mice. Didn't sleep super well, but yeah. So what I was saying was, I'd just fall asleep for a little bit, wake up, fall asleep, wake up all night. That's pretty typical day 1 for me. It took me a couple days to like really sleep solid, and you just have to get used to everything. But it was a little cold last night just because I get a little gap in my quilt, but wasn't anything terrible. Just a little chilly here and there, but no big deal. Tonight it's supposed to be warmer, so that'll be good. That I think that might be Blood Mountain, which we'll go over today. I'm not sure. All these mountains look the same, with the exception of like Mount Katahdin. Mount Katahdin looks totally different. You can tell it. All these others kind of look the same to me, but I think that might be Blood. This is where we're going. Beautiful day. Starting to warm up. Supposed to get up to 50 or so today. That'll be nice. Views. All right, here we go. An armadillo. Just trying to hide. He's probably looking for bugs and stuff.
Food, yeah.
He's like, I don't care about you guys. I'm hungry. He actually carried leprosy.
Yeah.
You know, that's an ancient ass animal if you're carrying leprosy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. We'll let him eat.
bit about it.
No, he doesn't. What's up, dude? Now I'm gonna talk to an armadillo.
He's posing, man.
He is. He's like, I see you got that camera out.
Put me on YouTube.
What's up with that tail? Alright, here we are at Woody Gap. It looks like bouncers here again. Some trail magic. Alright, let's cross real quick. Where this car runs us over. Alright. Cool. Alright, here we are, leaving Woody Gap. And we're entering the Blood Mountain Wilderness. Neel Gap is 10.8 from here. So that's our goal for today, at least. Get to Neel Gap. It is, what time is it? 10:49, so it's not even 11 o'clock. So 10 miles. You should be able to get there between 4 and 5. We'll have a break for lunch. We'll take just a little quick sit-down break for lunch at Lance Creek here in about 4 miles or so, 3 miles, whatever. And then we'll head on up Blood and down Blood and into Neel Gap. And then if it's still early enough, we'll go past Neel Gap a little bit to a campsite. If not, we can always stay at Neel Gap. Just depends how late it is. All right. We did get a soda at the Gap there, at Woody Gap from Bouncer. So that's the third time we've run into him. Third soda. This time I had some Mountain Dew, like watermelon Mountain Dew or something like that. I don't know. It was alright. It's good. Alright. Alright, here we are, taking a break. 30-second breath break as we climb. This is the, I guess, I don't know if it's actually Blood Mountain or some of the climbs right prior to Blood Mountain. But they're little steep ups and downs. They're short, not too long, but they're steep. Like we're getting to the top of this one. What do you think? Getting it done. That's right. All right, let's go. All right, there's Blood Mountain. That's our next goal. So it's 3 o'clock, a little bit after 3:06. We got a little under 4 miles to get to Neel Gap. So it's like maybe 1.5, 1.4 to the top of Blood Mountain from here, and then 2.4 down. If we can do that in less than 2 hours, then the outfitter and all that stuff will still be open at Neel Gap. If not, they close at 5. So if not, we'll have to go to plan B, C, D, E, F, G, whatever. But whatever happens, happens. We're thinking about staying at Neels Gap. That's what we kind of wanted to do. We decided, rather than push another mile and a half uphill to some tent site. We're gonna stay at Neel Gap. The goal was to try to stay at the hostel there, but if they're closed already, we can't get in there. We might have to do something else. Maybe shuttle into Blairsville, which is close, and get a room there. Who knows? But we'll see. Had a good day, but you know, still getting our trail legs, so we're gonna just kind of take it easy. We'll still clock in 2 days at least 31 miles, so that's over 15 and a half miles a day so far for day 1 and 2, which is fantastic. All right, we'll catch you again probably on top of blood. All right, last bit coming up blood. All right, there's the privy for the Blood Mountain Shelter. So you know what that means. We're close. It's right up past that curve, I believe. Yep, there's the shelter. Oldest shelter on the AT, built in 1937. It's the logbook. There's our view from Blood Mountain. It's 4:05 p.m. It's a 2.4 mile down off the mountain to Neel Gap. So if we left right now and pushed it, we could probably make it right at 5. The outfitters close at 5, so we're not going to rush it. Don't want to get hurt or anything trying to rush it. We're just going to take our time, hang out up here for a little bit. Then we'll go down and figure out what we want to do. We might look at seeing if we can get a hitch or a shuttle into Blairsville, which is kind of the nearest town to the Gap. It's not that far away. And maybe just get a hotel for the night, get cleaned up, get fed up. We're gonna have to resupply. We got enough food to get us through until probably tomorrow afternoon, but so it's not a big deal. It ain't like we have to get food tonight or anything, but we'll have to get food at some point. So we thought it might be best just to try to go in tonight. That'll take us to mile marker 31 point something. So that's probably what we're going to do. Stay tuned. We'll have an update when we get down to the gap. All right, here we are coming into Neel Gap. Car coming. It's nice of him. All right, here we are at Neel Gap. Here's the outfitter. There's a hostel in that building to the far left. There's the tree with all the boots in it, all the shoes from people that quit and threw their shoes in the tree. All right, we're gonna go in here, find out what we can do for our arrangements tonight.